Welcome back. So I have an interesting idea planned for this episode today. I've been building a little bit platform-wise. I haven't really made anything too terribly fantastic, but, you know, we're getting there. I haven't figured out what I want to do with them. That seems to be the running theme. I haven't figured out what I want to do with this. Haven't figured out what I want to do with that. But, like, you know, more or less, I'm going places with it, I feel. So, where am I? So right here, I wanted to have a dome start and go and meet over there. And I wanted to show off a good process to really capture what that's like and how in-depth can you go. Stuff like that. So, let's see here. We're going to treat our dome as this bottommost layer here being an exact half circle. And you probably also can tell that you can see hotbar and, or not the hotbar, the taskbar and a bunch of other things open and, you know, all that. That's so that I can swap to paint just a little bit because we're going to be using MS Paint as a way to plot this thing out. And all of the circles that I've done in Minecraft, Space Valkyria, Space Valkyria 2, Space Valkyria 3, like every major circle, if you've seen me do anything, that's where the magic is in Paint. And I'll walk everybody through how to make a circle and how best to employ it and so on and so forth. So I've got an ass ton of building blocks here. We're going to need it. Okay, so first and foremost, we need a barrier, or not a barrier, a diameter. There. So we need to know how long this thing is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Okay, so we know this is the exact middle, so that's 47. So all we have to do is double this. So 46 and 46 is 92, I believe. So 92 plus 1 is 93. So we have our diameter at 93. Pretty straightforward stuff. So, doesn't need to be terribly large. About that big. About 200 and 490. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Grab our circle tool. Make sure that it's set to 1 pixel because 1 pixel is 1 block as far as we're concerned. And so we can stretch out whatever we want. So we've got 93. Now, I said we were going to treat it like a half circle. We could also go semicircle, like an oval shape. So 93. So we can make this thing as fat or as not squat, rather. So we can bring the ceiling of the dome farther down, like so. Or we can hit the shift key, and that will give us exact proportions, which this is what I want to do. I want it to be a proper dome, which is a half circle. So the aspect ratio stays as it should be. So 93 by 93, if you can see down right here. 93 by 93 pixels. We're going to treat that like it's our... This is our circle, okay? But MS Paint's algorithms, they don't behave. So what do I mean? Well, if I copy this, I did that by selecting the region and hitting the control key, and then you can move it out. You can conversely select a region, hold the shift key, and move it around like so, but that's not helpful for what we want. Okay, And then I'm going to select everything and cut it and then repaste it. Whoops. So that, you son of a bitch, paste. Why is this thing acting like a bitch? Okay, it does not normally do that. Weird, I had to move it for whatever reason. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I'm going to change the coloration of this circle to demonstrate what I mean. Okay. So, the circle lines up pixel for pixel because it's just an exact copy. But if we flip it, you'll notice that the pixels are off or not. Huh. We got lucky. The pixels are off, or not off horizontally, but they might be off vertically. No. Huh. Okay. Well. That doesn't normally happen with larger circles. So like if I wanted a circle this big, and I wanted to see if it's completely completely symmetrical and equivalent on all sides. Larger circles will not behave that way. So you can kind of tell. So basically the point I'm getting at is we need to refine the circle just a little bit. I'm going to double check this just to be sure it's the same in all directions like it should be. But I've found that MS Paint can be really fucky sometimes. But it's great for small pixel-to-pixel, I don't know, drawings, schematics, whatever. This is basically how I designed that big outer ring structure. Ha. Yep, I was right. It's a little funky in places, but you can kind of see. Like this pixel right here doesn't match up with what it was over here. These pixels here do not match up. They go a little farther past. Things like that. So we lucked out that it didn't screw up for the smaller one. But hey, that's fine. We don't really care about that. That's good. We got what we want. Now, as far as I can tell, this circle's completely symmetrical in all up, down, left, and right. But just on the off chance that something is wrong and my initial tests aren't cooperating, or like I showed, that giant circle is not completely symmetrical on all sides. So for example, the middle ring on Space Valkyria 3, how it's that the middle portion where Rainbow Road is, when I was initially building that, the arms of where the ring joints are supposed to meet up on the diagonal, they were misaligned, because the initial arms that came off of the park area, they were off by 1 block. And that 1 block added up over distance and made the arms of my ring, of the middle ring, match up like this. And there's nothing more infuriating than laying out everything and meticulously pouring through it, only to find something screws up like that because you were off 1 block. So small mistakes add up over time. So we want our diagram to be as close to symmetrical as possible. So when you're designing a circle in Minecraft, oddity about that is you don't have to design the entire circle. Not like this. All you need is 1/8. And so let's say for a second that this is not perfectly symmetrical in terms of, or sorry, not symmetrical. The pixels do not mirror each other in a 45-degree angle like this. Like the pixels exactly on this left side versus the right side don't match up. What do we need? Well, we only care about this portion right here. Rest of this shit, goodbye. Worthless. All we care about is this portion right here. This is all we need to make a circle. All we have to do is flip it and orient it properly. Match up the pixels. And then, so we need to be sure that there is a middle pixel. What I mean is, zooming in real close, there are 4 pixels here, right? And so if I match these up, they're going to be exactly 4 pixels. So we want a 5th. So we're going to go out like that. Okay. So now we have definitive confirmation that from a mirror perspective, everything exactly right here. So everything on the left is equal to the right. Always. We know for a fact that is the case. So now we have a good a base to work with. So we just copy it again, rotate it, flip it, make it match up. Now, we do also want to see that because we are working with, come on, in Minecraft here, we're working with a perfect, with a middle block here. So we want our perfect diagonal to contain a block because that's this block right here. Where the beacon beams are and so on. So this is the perfect diagonal of the build, goes straight to the centermost block. And so obviously we have a centermost block, so we need to be sure that this portion right here, these end edges, that's where we'll be starting. We need to be sure that this is an odd number, and sure enough, looking down here, 13, odd number. We're good. Now this is the part where I would also create the other half of the circle, except I've already stated we're going to be only making a half circle, so you just copy this, flip it, and there you go, you have your full circle. And so now you have a definitively perfect circle to then translate into Minecraft, but we don't really care about that. Why the hell did that undo so much? Like I said, MS Paint can be fucky at times. Okay, so this is 13, so we start from the bottom, and right there. You only need to go up about 6. There we go. So this should be a 7. Yeah, 7 blocks, okay. And so this part right here, this is the floor that I mentioned. And so we'll be building on the outside and making this dome going this way. And so our first starting block should only be 7 blocks up. So where did I put that? Right there. See if I can't stick the landing. Perfect. Okay. I went ahead and built on this already, but I didn't have an idea as to how big of a circle it would be. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I'm also going to sort of right here, okay, where these gray spots are. The black will be, whoops, this black stone, okay? And so the gray will be stairs, just to sort of smooth it out and make it look more actual dome-like, you know, like each layer leads into the next one. So we will put stairs on each side. Now for this one, I'm only going to go out here, and we're going to do light gray for a slab, because we don't want anything spawning on top of this, obviously. So for these more broad areas, we're going to be using slabs to bridge the gaps between, like so. I used to do pixel art for my own amusement, not for anything special, back in high school, and I just kind of taught myself how to do stuff like this, and I never thought it would come in handy, but then Minecraft. So yeah, and then on the underside, we also want to do the same. Stairs here, just like this, and then bridging it with slabs. Okay, that should add it up. I'm sure you could do pixel art and other things like this in GIMP, Photoshop. Pick your poison. Plenty of them are out there. But like, I've been using Paint for literally decades, so I'm very stuck in my ways on that one. But like, Paint is pretty decent for small scale stuff like this. It can be a little unruly, but it can really work. So, oh well. All right, so we want to convert some of this shit into slabs and stairs. Got some already. That'll all be slabs. That'll work. Probably don't need that many slabs compared to stairs. And then one. Okay. All right. We're good. Oh, damn it. Let me up. Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I said you can jump up 3 tall blocks like that. Perfect. Okay, so slab, or stair, sorry. And then the next tier, we're going to have to do this 4 times because this is just a cross section, so like I can't rotate this in the Z plane toward, coming in and out of your monitor, but you get the idea. This is basically, oh, and it helps to also use some guidelines to, and if you're wondering how I do perfect lines and shit like this with either the line tool or with the pencil, hold the shift, control doesn't do anything, but hold the shift key while you do that. So that'll help make your guidelines. And then the more you do this, the more you'll just kind of get an eye for what's the perfect center. How did I just place this here without measuring it and knowing this is the perfect center? Well, I know it's 13 blocks long, so there should be 6 blocks on either side, 6 pixels, and 6. So there you go. So the other side must also be 6. See? So you kind of develop an eye for that over time. So yeah, so we will be doing this in all planes. You get the idea. Okay, and then It's usually a good idea to mark the places you've been so that you don't lose track of what you're doing, because it's so very easy to do that. Okay, so this next one is 5 blocks tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we stair each one. And then this is 3 blocks tall. 2, 3. Stair each one. I'm moving this over here. And then another 3. And then 2. Yeah, this gives us a nice large domed area, I feel. And then yet another 2. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw another 2 here. Yep. Shite. That's so easy to do. And then another 2. And then 1. So 1, 2, 3 sets of 1. So that's just the first, second, third, and then another set of 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 sets of 1 because then we've got slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, and 4. And then the very, very, very careful part of adding stairs. I'm so glad they fixed that bug where you could shift on stairs like this and you could move up and down. You can do that freely now without any fear of falling, because I know on 2B2T that's still a thing. That bug has been in the game for 4 or 5 years. I think it's since like 2013 or some shit. God, that was so annoying. I'm so glad they fixed it in latter versions, but God, it took them forever too. Anyway, so we've got another one like this. And then wait, I feel like I fucked that up. Yeah, okay. So it's 2. Bam. And then 1, 2, 2 sets of 1s. Piss. Oh well. Take a moment to step back and look at it. Looking pretty decent. Thunderstorm. Gonna be building up in the thunder. Anyway, let's see now. 1, 2 sets of 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 2. I guess we'll call this fat 2, or flat 2, whichever. So, that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Son of a bitch. Whoa. That better not light any of these leaves on fire. I grinded for a whole 20 minutes to get all those. It was very annoying, I'll have you know. There. Ooh, look at here. I already slapped that. Okay, cool. No nasties will spawn here. Not on my watch. Okay. So we've got all this. Shit. Oh. Okay, so this is the line where we are. So there's another slab here. Mean this is 3, right? Yeah. Okay. Holy shit, who is Discord messaging me? Leave me be, people. Okay, and then another set of 3. That's 2 sets of 3. Flat. Okay, cool. Oh wait, there's another one. 2, 3. Slab that. Slab these. Now, one of these was a little longer. Accidentally hit the save hotkey. This is 5. So yeah, it's 2, 3, 3. I've got to get a better side look at it. Okay, so 2, 3, 3. So this is the 5. And then this should be 6. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be directly over the center. And nothing goes any higher, so there's no need to stare at anything. Just go straight like so. That didn't feel like I had Instamine. Oh well. Perfect. Right dead center. And I could use the F3 screen and look at the Y value. And the Y value should also add up to be the Y value from the top to the Y value here should add up to be the same as from there to there. So it should be roughly 48 blocks, which I guess that felt like 48, I don't know. Oh well, whatever. Damn, can't even see it. Also, I think the thunder portion stopped. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice little arc, definitely. Okay. And so I've already done that. I'm just going to undo it all. Just because I needed to keep track of, you know, what I was doing specifically, but like I need to keep track of all 4 corners or all 4 portions. So really, like I said, you only need a fourth instead of a full-blown, or just an eighth. Well, you need an eighth to create a circle, but in this particular instance I'm only using a fourth of that circle to extrapolate it out, because it's going to eventually be a half sphere. So yeah, nice and interesting. Shit, this thing's gonna be such a resource hog when it's finished. It's gonna look amazing though. So yeah, I'm gonna break the rules for a second, see how long I've been recording for. 34 minutes. Okay, right on the dot. Right on the dot. Cool. Okay, well that was a little annoying in places, but hey, it worked out, so. That's how you design a circle, just sort of stick to it, and yeah. Have the vision to see it through. Catch y'all later.